were going to be a few.
Hey,
everything out because I knew there were going to be a few.
Hey,
everything out because I knew. Can y'all see me? Right now it's saying, are we good? Right now it's saying your browser does not currently recognize any of the video formats available. So just want to make sure we're good. Are we good? Do I sound good too? Awesome. Okay, y'all. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes, and then I am so excited to chat with you guys. Hi, everybody. Oh, gosh. Robert, Grandpa, hi. Brian, Candy, hello. Hi, Declan. Oh, my gosh. It's been so long since I've talked to so many of you. I'm still going to give it another couple of minutes, but I'm so excited to talk to y'all. I couldn't stay away from the computer. Oh, hi, Mike. Hi. Jeff, good afternoon. Juan, hi. Robert, thank you for joining me. I feel like this has been something that I've been missing so much from Sailing Doodles. And Robert, I can't do super chat yet. I have not put out any of my videos so far. So until I have 10,000 views on something collectively, I can't monetize the live chat. But that's okay. Hi, Bob and Deb. Hey, good to see y'all. How are you faring down there? I wish I could have gone further into Florida. Or do I? SV Pukarook, am I saying it right? Cheers. This might be coffee, this might be wine. I'll let y'all decide. Just kidding, it's wine. It's the only cup that was in the room. Vicky, hi! Thank you, Rob. Good to see you. Yeah, so Grandpa, and I'm sorry, I meant to set you up as a moderator. I just got, I got lost in the beauty of Charleston. It's so cool here. I went and walked to to a cute little liquor store down the street, and oh my gosh, this place is awesome. I love it so much already. There's so much charm. Hi, Jason. Good to see you. Juan, you know I like my wine. All right, so we have about 10 more minutes. Let's see. Got 80 of you watching now. Awesome. Traveling! Hey! I'm so glad that you guys, thank y'all for taking the time to join me for a little bit. Ivan, hello! Thank you, Chris. Hey, actually, thank my parents because they spent a lot of money on braces. Hi, Tim. Brett, I'm gonna have to ask you to be fair. I put the power in your hands. Dennis, here, hold on, let me show y'all my cigars. Yeah! Oh. So I have, let's see, I got 6 of them, and they're all so delicious. Most of them are medium to full bodied, which is what I like. But I got a lighter one, and I have 2 of them clipped and ready to go. Yeah, y'all, my mom and dad are on. My dad's actually bowling tonight, so wish him some luck. Not that he needs it. He's a badass, but still. Mom, are you a cool mom? I'll let you answer that. Where's the damn tip button? So the super chat is not activated on my account yet, only because I haven't posted any videos yet. They're in the works. I'm almost finished with my first introductory video, and I'm so excited because I personally love it. The style is, it's just contagious. It makes you want to dance and be happy. I love it. But I don't have 10,000 views on YouTube yet, so with my video that I posted for my parents like 3 or 4 years ago, and with this live feed, I think we'll get over it. But for now, no super chat. Brett, my PayPal is megbink@gmail. Hi! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen some of you guys in so long, or your usernames, anyways. Thank you, Psychman. The first video, actually, it's taken me such a long time, mostly because I went back through every single video that Bob and I made. I went back through every single video that Bob and I made, and I watched each and every one of them again, and I picked apart which were my favorite moments from each of them. And so reminiscing, I took my time. But I think it's going to be a great video, and I hope y'all like it. As soon as I get done with this first leg of the trip, I am going to complete it and put it out. Shouldn't take me too long. You've lost your sunburn. Casey, I've lost my tan completely. Wrong way. I am pasty again, and it's so sad because we were in the Caribbean for 9 months, and I had a beautiful bronze. It's probably good for my skin, though. My skin has enjoyed the break. David, thank you for joining. Yeah, the channel really, it's kind of just a subset to what I'm doing. I've always wanted to go on a road trip, and we found this platform, YouTube, with the sailing channel, and I really enjoyed it. It was a way to interact with people and meet new people and network, and I wanted to carry it over to this, but doing this road trip was something that I've always wanted to do. So Paul, hi! What time is it over there, actually? Kenny! Thank you. I appreciate it. Pasty Megan isn't my favorite Megan, but I'm still okay with it. Yeah, if you guys like this, if this is something that I should keep doing, hit like and let me know. And if you don't like it, then screw you. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't like it, let me know what I can do different. Meet and greets on the road trip. Kenny, I'm going to do as many as possible. So to kind of break it down, or literally break it down, I was going to do the whole East Coast with the 12 to 20 different destinations like I had originally planned. But I got a little overwhelmed after we came back from being in the Caribbean and then all of the hurricanes. I got really overwhelmed, so I just decided to make it light and easy and just kind of break the trip up a little bit. And so I'm doing the Carolinas, and then I'm going to go home to Kansas for a little bit, film there, be with my family, and then go down and film Dallas, and then continue on from there. Content will still be coming out, and it will still be the same theme, but just not necessarily in the same itinerary. Definitely keep it going. Okay, so it's weird, you guys. It's so weird doing these things by myself. I'm gonna be honest. I really loved sitting there with Bob and Amanda, and us just bouncing things off of each other. It was interesting. It was fun. It was lighthearted. We had so many laughs, and we do here too. But I'm sitting here in my hotel room, just talking to my computers. But it's great. I can't tell y'all enough how happy I am to see each of you here. So thank you. Let's see. I think I missed some stuff. Light and easy is good. Kenny, you're right. How are you, man? I've missed seeing your name. David! Volleyball footage. Yes. So as soon as I get conditioned again, though, because I'm out of shape. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a little out of shape. Um, but I've played in a couple of tournaments, and I've been out with some friends, and I know people have told me that there's some volleyball around here, so I'm gonna try and find some. I've done a lot of planning for this trip, but I'm trying to make it as spontaneous as possible. I'm kind of really using this as a tool. The road trip is going to be my tool to kind of learn new things. Because I've always been a stickler for planning, making sure that I have like the right frame of mind for what I'm getting into. But I think that there's a beauty in not knowing. So I'm going to try and do that as much as possible. George, will I be around Dallas for Bob's birthday? It is here within the next few weeks, I think, the big 4-0. I will not. No, I won't be there for his birthday, but we did a whole lot of celebrating while we were out on the water, so I think that that'll be good enough. Let's see. Oh gosh. I'll grow into it. Akuza, I think I will too. With everything, it comes a little learning curve, so I'm accepting of it. It's okay. I know you guys are here with me to help me learn, so. Is Colorado somewhere in the future? Yes, absolutely. I loved sailing, and I loved, experiencing all of the tropical environments, but there's more to this world than just sailing for me. I want to experience everything, every little piece of diverse beauty that this country has to offer, and then hopefully go abroad with it as well. That would be my dream come true. So Colorado, yeah, my only memory of Colorado is sitting in that dang airport for 10 hours. So I'm going to try and make that a better memory. Where am I going live from? So right now I'm in my hotel, only because I went to Greenville last night. I drove 20 hours straight, y'all. 20, well, not straight. I had a few stops, but I drove 20 hours yesterday by myself, and it was brutal. I stopped in Greenville. I have a gentleman friend there that I stayed with. And I got up this morning, went and got coffee, and then I moseyed on over here to Charleston. But there was a really bad car accident, so I didn't get here in an appropriate amount of time to go find a bar with good Wi-Fi. So this is what I got. I'm okay with it. Uncle Fester. It will get easier. Amanda is getting better after doing a few. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just knowing your audience, basically. 105 watching. Ooh, hey guys. Paul, I'm coming to the UK. I will be there. I've always wanted to go, and I know that I will. Dennis says it's my positive comments about the doodles is great to hear. We lived together for about a year. There are ups, there are downs, but at the end of the day, I have not been more grateful for a thing that I've experienced in my life. I'm forever changed and so happy about it. And those puppies! I love them so much. Where's Smokin'? Hey Chris, how are you? I don't think you really missed anything that great, but if you have any questions, please entice the greatness. Angus, hi, how are you? I like how I say how are you, like you guys can respond. I guess you can. Hi, Steve. Yeah, so this is my first, definitely not my first live feed, obviously, but my first kind of on my own I did one a while back when we were in Puerto Rico, and Bob was going to get the catamaran in St. Martin, and I was in Puerto Rico. I did my own, but that was just troublesome. We ran into a lot of technical issues, so this is more comfortable, and I am so happy. Last night's guy, hi, good to see you too. Y'all, I have the feels right now. Thank you guys for coming. Chris, you heard I was in Colorado. No, I have not been to Colorado. I have been back and forth between Kansas and Dallas, Texas, my two homes. And I just left early Monday morning, and I headed this way. It was a nice drive. Let's just say it could have been a little bit shorter. Hi, Derek. Thank you. Good to see you. Declan, what did William say? Paul, I have this magical cup of happiness here that I'm liking a little bit better than beer, though. Hi, Glenn. Good to see you. All right, let me see here. So we have 120 watching. Hi, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. This is so crazy. I'm originally from Topeka, Kansas, the capital, and the capital is the only thing there, other than my wonderful parents. I spend a lot of time in Kansas City because my sister and brother-in-law are there, and they just had my beautiful little nephew, so. And that's a huge reason why I'm going back to Kansas after this Carolina trip, because that little one is growing up so fast, and there's no way that I'm going to miss the special moments. Chris, we need a pina colada review along the way. I'm going to come up with something different. So I did pina coladas in Puerto Rico. Is there any special drink that's known to be made, created, established in Charleston? I don't know. Let me know. I'll be happy to do some research. Yeah, thank you, last nice guy. I don't think you're the well, you might be the last one, actually, maybe. Please do, if you guys enjoy this, and if you want me to keep doing it, please do give some thumbs up. Family is so important. Family is the only thing in this world that really matters. And family, the friends that become family. Paul, no, unfortunately not. I'm driving my Ford Fusion. I have had it for a long time, and her name is Penelope, and she is a beautiful, strong, independent woman. We've been through a lot together. She has a couple bumps and bruises, but we got here. Actually, funny story. So I get on the highway after not having driven my car, but maybe 100 miles within, well, maybe 150 miles within the past year. And then on top of that, having the car accident that I got into right after we got back. My anxiety was through the roof, but I just had to tackle this. It's something that I wanted to do. But anyway, so I get on the road, and I start hearing this, like, tapping sound, and it sounded like it was against my wheel well. And so I'm like, great, awesome. There's something rubbing against my tire. Now I'm going to get a flat, but pulled off to the side of the road, looked at it, didn't see anything, so I figured I would just keep going and see if maybe whatever was in there got shaken loose. Nah, it didn't. So kept going, it got worse. So then I started to realize the sound was plastic and it was rubbing against something. It wasn't my tire, so I pulled off to the side of the road again, and I realized it was everybody calls it something different, but the plastic guard that's underneath your motor that had cracked, broken, and was caught by the wind and was rubbing and hitting it against the highway as I was driving. But thank God my dad raised someone that knows how to figure car things out for the most part. And so we got it figured out. I took it into a Jiffy Lube and they were nice enough to remove it for free, and they were really sweet. They checked everything out, my fluids and my tire pressure, and made sure that I was good to go, so I wouldn't run into any other problems. So we're all good. Oop, I'm way behind. Declan, don't give up your beauty sleep for me. Hey, Brian Thomas, stop hiding behind your wife's name. What did you ask? Chris, no, I didn't get in, well, I got in a car accident, yes. So, when I was house sitting for Bob's parents, and I was watching the dogs, which was more of an awesome thing for me than for them, in my opinion. But they let me borrow their car while I was there because a friend of mine was using mine. So I was driving around Bob's old Escalade, and I was driving down the highway after going to see some friends play some volleyball, heading to the grocery store, and a car in front of me on the highway as I'm going about 75 miles an hour slams on their brakes, and I went to avoid the car and slammed into a concrete median. So it was not near as bad as it could have been. It was like the beginning of a median, so it could have been a lot worse, but I was very fortunate to have just been a little scraped up. Hi, Kelsey! Dennis asked me to say hi to his daughter, Kelsey. Hi. Your dad and I have been friends for quite some time, and I really appreciate it. How are y'all doing? What are you doing? She hears a lot about me. Oh, God. Oh. I hope some semi-decent things. Ooh, mulled blackberry cocktail. That sounds pretty good. A little fancy for my taste, but 142 watching. Woo! Hi, guys. Free Brett. Wait, nobody locked him up? What is this? So my parents, I never watched. Like I would hop on the live feeds to say hi to everybody when Bob was on or when the Sailing Doodles were on. But I saw there was like a free Megan thing. I had no idea what it was. Okay, so now that we have quite a few people on here, shoot me some questions. Ask me anything. I'm a pretty open book. Hey, Kelsey, you can come hang out with me. We can do the live feed together. I actually have 3 bottles of wine. Not that I planned on drinking them all myself right now, tonight. But proactively. Hold on. Ooh. Oh my gosh, Brian, of course you're the person to tell me that freaking Rita got popped. No! Brian said, did you hear about Bob's dinghy getting popped? You're so stupid. If it actually got popped, I'm upset. If not, go away. Brett, I give you permission to block him. Just kidding. He's my friend. Whatever. Derek asks if I think I'll ever collab with Amanda. I know she really wants to, or he knows she really wants to. I'd love to. We've met up since, she's doing some really cool stuff, and she's doing it with a minimal amount of material, which I find very impressive because this is hard, guys. The people that criticize film editing and whatnot, I feel are so ignorant to what it takes. Some of the time at least. I'm very impressed with how she's persistently kept it going, and she's learning as she goes. It's awesome. Um, Chris, what's the plan? Well, the plan for life, the plan for this cup of wine, for the road trip. I'm assuming the road trip. So I'm in Charleston, South Carolina right now. I just got in. I drove 20 hours yesterday, went to Greenville to hang out with a friend, and now I'm in Charleston. So I'm going to spend some time here. We're going to do some filming. We have a lot of stuff planned. And then thereafter, it's kind of open-ended, but I have been obsessed with the Carolinas and the mountains ever since I came here for my 23rd birthday, which was, don't even ask me how long ago it was. But, but I've always wanted to see the change of the colors or the leaves, whatever people want to call it. And so I think that I'm going to go after this. I'm going to go and I'm going to stop through Asheville and the Blue Ridge Mountains and really, really enjoy something so simple and so beautiful and so free. I'm so excited. Eugene, yes, I did have braces. I had braces for a long time. It wasn't pretty. Andy says, hey, I'm a TV producer. Found the doodles. You have a lovely, lovely special vibe. I appreciate that. I hope so. You know, when we were filming, how could you not have a happy vibe? There's so many amazing people and gorgeous places. I was extremely blessed to have experienced what I did. So I really do hope that my gratitude shined through. Alright. I'm way behind. Bear with me. Wait, Ruby Rose is in Charleston? What? I need to send them a message. We were supposed to meet with them when we were down in Florida, but we didn't have a chance because we were, we had to get out of there and get back in time for stuff. But I've wanted to meet them for so long. And not only just to hear their accents. Oh no! I was 20 miles from you yesterday. I'm trying to come up with a time to do maybe a meet and greet. I don't know how many of y'all are in the area or would be available to meet up, but I'm going to be around town, just enjoying this beautiful city. So as I go, send me messages, ask me where I'm at. I would love to meet any and all of you that are around here. Donna, hi! Nathan, their yacht is on the Hard and they're back home now. Oh, okay, yeah, they actually told me that. There for a while, we had our live feeds between the Sailing Doodles and theirs were at the same time, and I know that it was conflicting for a lot of people. So they reached out, they were very, very sweet, and they asked if we could maybe work something out to facilitate more viewers for everyone. So they're great. Michelle, hi! Jeff, yeah, it's, after filming and producing a YouTube channel was something I never had my eyes on. It was something that I always looked at and was like, wow, that's really cool. I admire people that have the confidence to be vulnerable in front of a lot of people that they don't know. I never thought that it would be in my wheelhouse. But I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to experience it with Bob, and I love it. I really enjoy it. And editing, I have the Adobe Premiere Pro, which is a beast of a software. It took me quite a while to figure out how to even put little clips of film in there, but I've got it down pat, and the video that I'm creating right now is my baby, and I'm really excited to show it to all of you. Bob and Deb, what camera equipment do you have now? So I have a couple of pieces of equipment, and they are both pretty freaking cool. My first one is the PowerShot Pro. It's the Mark II. It's the number one, or for most bloggers say that this is the number one vlogging camera on the market right now, or at least within 2017. Yeah, it shoots 1080p. It's freaking awesome. There are so many features on this camera that I'm obsessed with, so I use it quite often. And then this beautiful piece of equipment. It's my new favorite toy. It's for those of y'all that don't recognize it, it is the Hero 5, the newest version of the GoPro. It's really cool, guys. It's really cool. You know, when I was out with Sailing Doodles, Bob had 2 GoPros. They were the earlier generations, and although those worked great, and we took some awesome footage with them, this thing blows them out of the water. It's crazy. 149 watching. Cool. Well, it says there are 148 likes and 147 watching. This is great, y'all. Thank you again for joining me. Ask me any questions you have. I'm an open book. Don't be afraid. GoPro bad sound. Yeah, I've read about that. So the style that I'm actually more inclined to using when I edit is more of like the silent film type of editing. So I'm not going to use a whole lot of the audio from it. And when I do, I will use my my Canon, which it's amazing. It sounds like there's a giant boom on it, and there's not. Hi from Australia. Hey, Donald. What time is it over there? That's another place I cannot wait to go explore. Terry, I like you too. Derek asked if I regret not going to Burning Man. No, I don't. I will. I'll make it there sometime for sure. But I really, really needed the time to decompress after this last trip out in the water. Robert, what does my boyfriend think of my trip? I don't have a boyfriend, so I don't know. Maybe my future boyfriend. I'll ask him when I meet him. Brett, my intro music, I went through all of the, what's it called? The something free, duty free, royalty free, something like that. I went through all of those different, they just suck. I mean, I'm not trying to be snobby about it, but I love music. Music is everything to me. I listen to it. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm obnoxious with the amount of music that I listen to. And so I just decided that for my intro, for my first video, I'm going to make it how I want to make it. Whether I can monetize it or not, I'm going to make it the way that I want people to see it and feel it, because I really feel like the music sets a tone. And so I found some songs that I really love, and I'm starting to sync them with the video clips that I have, and yeah, it's great. I think I'm back. Am I back? Am I good? Can you see me? What is this free Megan? What is it? What is it? What was I locked up somewhere? I don't know. Okay, good. I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what happened. This OBS software has a mind of its own. I don't know how many of y'all saw. I was trying to get it figured out a long time ago. My brother-in-law he's really good with technology, just overall. And so I couldn't figure out how to fix this OBS to save my life. And so I just handed my computer over to him and I said, please help. And he fixed the OBS, and I wanted to do a test on it, and I didn't realize that it was still connected to Sailing Doodles. So I had a little snippet of a live feed on Sailing Doodles when I was not supposed to. It was hilarious. Yeah, Grandpa, you actually did teach Bob. You taught Bob a lot, and I super, super, super grateful because it facilitated some resources for us. Well, I guess for him that we wouldn't have had otherwise. So you rock. You're the best. Thank you. And you've helped me personally with a lot too. Even just uh, getting through stuff. Like, you know, we found friends. Sailing Doodles introduced me to a lot of friends, and a lot of you guys are them. Am I planning on sailing this season? Yes. You guys, I fell in love with sailing. I really did. And although I'm not going back to a sailing channel or anything like that, someday, when I can, I want to go cruising, and I want to do it just for me, not for YouTube, but for me, because that was incredible. But actually, this Friday, I'm really excited. There is a charter company here in Charleston, the best charter company here in Charleston, privately owned. His name is Jay Keeney. I'm going out on the boat with him. Woo! First time back on a sailboat in, gosh, 3 months? Well, I guess on a monohull anyways, it's been way longer than that. But I'm so pumped. Chris, no, this won't be a sailing channel, but it will incorporate as much sailing as I can incorporate. But we're going out on the boat on Friday, and then there is another little surprise after that I'm so excited about. I can't wait to put it together and show you guys. How did I make it match? Marie, I don't know what you mean. Oh. I'm glad you guys are on top of this. Yeah, just refresh the page. It should sync up okay. Am I coming to Australia? If so, would love to meet. Think you're one cool chick, always positive and laughing. I really appreciate that, Donald. That's compliments like that are my favorite. Because I do think that the energy you put out is what you receive. So, yeah. I would love to go to Australia. It's not in the books right now, because I have a lot of other places that I am planning on going within this year and the beginning of next. So, but there's plenty of life to live, and I can't wait to go there sometime. Chris, I am so happy. After we got back from being out on the water for this last time, it was rough because, you're around people, especially in the BVIs, you're around people constantly, and it's kind of a party scene, and so that's exhausting, because I personally can't do it. I can't. After a couple of weeks in the BVIs, I was ready to be gone, but you're by yourself, with yourself, 24/7. You get to know things about yourself out there that you've never fathomed. And then when I came back to the States, it's a culture shock. It was a complete culture shock. Even being around my friends, it was a little much for me. The questions, everybody's on a different pace than we were when we were out in the Caribbean. People always poke fun about, you're on island time. It's a real thing. Island time is like quadruple what it is in the United States. In the United States, everybody's in a hurry to go nowhere. So it just, when I got back, I had a really hard time adjusting and acclimating myself to the craziness that is where we're from, or where a lot of us are from. Declan, laughing my ass off at Bob nearly dying in the rocks. I made you love me. That was one of my favorite days with the Sailing Doodles. had a little bit of everything in it. And if you guys haven't been to the baths in the BBI, go. Figure out a way to go. I know right now, the Caribbean's in pretty poor shape, which if you guys haven't already, redcross.org, go donate, help them out. You know you can. Help them out. They need it. But anyways, yeah, go to the baths. It was so fun. It was so beautiful, and Bob and I were vibing. We were getting good video. Everybody was having fun. It was just great. How could you not laugh at Bob getting wiped out though? NESD video could cure a really bad day due to Megan. Robert, I appreciate that. Sailing Doodles is a team effort. It was a team effort, and I think it will always be a team effort. So, Michelle, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. God, it was so nice meeting you, and it's so nice meeting all of y'all. Seriously, I can't say it enough. Please reach out to me if y'all are in the area. Just holler at me. Send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or megbink@gmail.com. Let me know. Please let me know, because I would love to meet all of you. Oh, Brett, okay. I cried when I knew that I wasn't going to be able to come to the wedding because I didn't want to be moving a boat. Moving a boat by myself, going to Brett Fields and Taylon's wedding, much better. But those pictures are beautiful. Yeah, so those of y'all that don't know, Brett Fields and his wife, beautiful wife, just got married a few months back. It was St. Thomas, right? And then you guys went on your honeymoon to Virgin Gorda and you did the baths, which Virgin Gorda is my all-time favorite. Lucky Babes, hey! Off to a baseball game. What baseball game? I want to go to a baseball game. Favorite pastime. I will always stay happy. Or I'll try anyways. Thank you, Robert. It was good to see you. Alright, there are 143 of you watching still? Fun. Do I have any pets? James, I have a lot of fur babies. I have acquired them over the years in various ways. But I personally do not. I don't have any animals with me. I have a dog with my parents that I got for my graduation present after high school. When I moved to Dallas, I left him with them because I was moving into an apartment and I didn't want to coop him up. And then I have 2 Boston Terriers with an ex of mine that are with him. So, and then the Doodles. I mean, they're not my dogs. They'll never be my dogs. But I love them in ways I can't describe. They're the best dogs. Well, they're little assholes, but they're good boys, and I love them no matter what. Streaming on multiple devices to get your numbers up. George, that's very sweet, actually. It's really funny. My dad is my biggest fan. He through everything in life, but I told him, I was like, Dad, I need 10,000 views to be able to use Super Chat. And so every day he gets on and he watches the video that I made for my parents of like 3 or 4 years ago, just so I get some views up. So sweet. Michelle, I mentioned music earlier. What am I currently listening to? Right now, I listen to Apple Music a lot. I've downloaded a ton, which I don't have any more storage on my phone, so I can't do anymore. But I'm listening to Deep Focus on Spotify. It's something that I listen to when I'm reading or just doing anything really. Bill, is that the holiday video? Yeah. So, those of y'all that don't know, I'm originally from Topeka, Kansas, and about 7, 8 years ago, I moved down to Dallas, Texas, and I had the worst withdrawals. I missed my mommy and my daddy, and my sister and my brother-in-law. I missed everybody so much, and my mom was a wreck. So I decided to make a video to, just do something special, and also maybe to make my mom cry a little bit. But happy tears. But yeah, so, I've considered taking it down because it's not the caliber of what I want to produce with my upcoming videos, but it's a little piece of me, and this is my channel, so. Right, you are absolutely right. My parents are incredible. I couldn't ask for better parents. Gosh, they would laugh and probably say, "She's got you fooled," something crazy. But my parents I put them through a lot. I was the rebel child growing up, believe it or not. And, they have some gray hairs from me, but they still love me at the end of the day. Your parents are from Manhattan, Kansas. Wow, that's awesome. I used to go to Manhattan all the time. My sister went to K-State, and yeah, it's a freaking great town. Dennis, you're texting my dad. One of the big motivations in doing this was so that my dad and my mom and everybody else could follow along with me, because my dad works so much that he isn't able to take vacations often. So my biggest motivator is doing this so he can live vicariously through what I'm doing. Meg, your channel will do very well. You have a knack for being in front of the cam. Feels like you are in a room with each of us. No stumbles, no nerves, just natural. I really appreciate that because, nerves are good though. I look at nerves as in it's something gearing me up, getting my brain active so that I can, deal. But I get real nervous. I have anxiety that will knock you on your butt. But it's you guys. You guys have been with me and with Sailing Doodles since the beginning, most of you anyways. So I'm sitting here with friends. What about the rest of the family? I'm really not close with my extended family. I'm close with a few, but I just didn't grow up with a huge family that got together often. And we used to when I was very little, but not very much anymore. So when I moved down to Dallas, I met so many friends that have become my family. So what brought me to Dallas and away from your family? It's typically either a boy or a job. For me, it was both. And I left the boy and stayed for the job. But Dallas is awesome. It has its stereotypes. Yes, it is a little pretentious, but it's just like any place. You can have your snooty parts, you have your eclectic alternative parts, there's everything in Dallas. So it was really hard for me to leave, especially since, I kind of grew into my my maturity there. Excuse me. When I first moved to Dallas, I was 21 years old. So, although at the time I thought I knew everything, I didn't. And I learned very quickly, and it was because of all that is Dallas. Then, I met all my friends, and that was it. Probably the same story that a lot of people have. But I'm glad I did it. I really am. Paul, am I doing this adventure on my own? I am. Well, kind of. I have a friend coming with me to Charleston, and we're gonna adventure. But for the most part, I am doing this on my own. And at first, it was holding me back from doing it, because as much as I am independent, I like to be a part of a team. I like to collaborate with people. I don't really, it's not my thing to call all the shots. I don't like doing that. So it hindered me for a little bit, but now I'm here and I feel good about it. Michelle, you're looking to move back closer to your family. You know, people have told me, and what I've come to find out is what your elders tell you, it's most of the time true. People always told me, you know, you're gonna regret moving away from your family because that's what's most important. And although I have not regretted it, I miss them so much. And it's increasing as I get older, and you know, as my nephew gets bigger, and you know, my parents get older, and all of that, you miss out on things. So yeah, I know that eventually I'll have to get back closer. But as for right now, I'm seeing the world one way or another. What is next? Hi, Cloverleaf. Good to see you. I really like that name too. So this road trip, I've kind of cut it up into pieces. Originally, I had planned to do the whole East Coast up until the holidays, but I got a little overwhelmed, as some of us do, and so I cut it up into pieces, and right now I'm in Charleston, and I'm really, really loving it. I've only been here for 2 hours, but I can tell that it has a lot to offer, and I'm probably not going to want to leave. Tell us about all the times you got wasted on live feeds on Sailing Doodles. I recall watching a few, and boy, oh god, Dennis, what's wrong with you? Dang it, I can't read this thing. How do you extend this live chat? I don't think you can. All the times I got wasted, were there really that many? You know, there at first, you know, Bob and I, we all know the story of the spontaneous live feed that started it all. I don't know if we were the first to ever do a live feed as far as the sailing channels go, but we probably were definitely the first to incorporate drinking and the live feed. I really enjoyed it, and I think I got carried away a lot of times because you get so happy. It's like somebody said earlier, it's like I'm sitting around a table with friends having a couple of drinks and shooting the shit. That's what it's like. So it's easy to get carried away sometimes, and it kind of sneaks up on you when people like Brett Fields are sending you shot after shot after shot. So, Dennis, blame him. And you, Dennis. You're partially to blame. Guitar Sam, what do I do? What a loaded question. So right now I'm traveling, as I have been for the past year. Now I'm traveling for myself, and the YouTube channel is just kind of something that is a little addition to the travels, because it's something that I've always wanted to do and that I'm doing anyways. I'm going on a road trip, and I am exploring all that is the United States, and I'm gonna film along the way. If people like it, good. If people don't, cool. It's still something for me to look back at. Let's see here. The live feeds with the doodles were the best. They were, man. Sunday was my favorite day. My absolute favorite day, because like talking to you guys is great, but with doing these videos, it's tough because you get into a kind of routine and you do things over and over and over and over, and sometimes you kind of lose sight of why you started doing it in the first place. So you guys, in doing the live feeds, kept us in check. It acquainted us with our audience. You guys told us what you wanted to see, what you wanted to hear. We answered questions, and doing so, we learned a lot from those questions. So the live feeds were a tool for for a lot of people. um, Mondays for maintenance. Yeah. Monday was when the video came out, but maintenance was like every day. So, but it wasn't all bad for me. For Bob, yeah. There were times that he was down traveling. I'm virtually punching you right now. There were times when Bob had to get down into the engine compartment and it was hot, like 95-ish degrees outside, and he's down there and just awful. I always made sure to bring him beers though, so I did my part. Do I stay in touch with Georgie? Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to talk to her in a while. I know she's all over the place. I've been all over the place. I know we'll definitely sync up eventually. Somebody told me a while back that she was talking to Bob about coming back to the boat. I mean, that would be great for Bob. But no, I haven't talked to her yet. I love that girl, though. She is going to do great. Candy, hi. Doesn't my hotel have a bar? They do, but I'm super tired, y'all. After driving 20 hours yesterday and then sitting in my car for 4 hours today, it was a little rough. There was on Highway 185, I believe it is, between Greenville and Charleston, a semi actually ran off the road into the middle section where there looks like there's a little, I don't even know what you would call it. There's a drop off of probably about, 5 to 10 feet, and the semi, I don't know what happened, but went into it and it didn't look good. Yeah, Georgie and I were a fun team. She was a surprise and a very happy one. She taught me a lot. I think that I taught her some, and we learned a lot together. That's one of the things that I love the most about my adventures with the Sailing Doodles and traveling just in general. You have the opportunity to meet so many people that you wouldn't sitting just in your hometown. A lot of times I think people are afraid to talk to strangers, and although stranger danger, don't talk to everyone, I think that everybody should still be open to meeting new people and learning what they have to offer. Michelle, oh my gosh, how many times did I answer the question if Bob and I were a couple? The horse was dead a long time ago. And no, we weren't dating. Carlos, I appreciate that. Thank you for coming. So George wants to talk about the catamaran owner. I'm going to just leave that one alone. A little too sticky for me, just personal preference to stay out of the drama. It's not my thing. But, he's a man that had a dream of owning a boat. He got that boat. That's incredibly admirable. We took care of the boat. Bob took care of the boat. He sailed it. I sailed it like it was our own. And, things go wrong sometimes, and it was unfortunate. But all the best to both of them. Hi from Canada. Hello. Canada is another country that I am dying to get to. While we were in the Bahamas, we met so many people from Canada that they were my favorite. Some of my favorite. For the most part, they were such happy people, and they had so many good things to say about their country, which is something that I'm not familiar with, especially this day and age with living in the United States. Everybody has something bad to say about their country, and it gets kind of tiresome. So it was nice to talk to some people that really loved where they were from. We know you from Sailing Doodles, but we'll support you on your new adventure. I really appreciate that. This is something that I'm doing regardless to having YouTube or not. And it's just, it's going to be great. And I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. Going to miss me on the doodles. I am going to miss the doodles. The parting ways was definitely necessary, but it has a soft spot in my heart that will never go away. When will you post your first of many videos? I will post my first video probably within the next, let's see, probably within the next few weeks. So, hi, my second mom. Hi, Sheila. Within the next few weeks, it's pretty much done. I need to do a couple of voiceovers, add some extra transitions, and then render it, and it's ready to go. But it took me a long time to edit it. So I'm excited to get it out, but still nervous because, I spent so much time on it. It's my baby. And I just hope that it's received well. Canadians speak well of their country because it is such a wonderful country. They take care of their land and their people. Absolutely. I think that that's what we all should do. We need at least 200 likes this session. We need 4 more. Oh, wait, I see 200. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. This has been a lot of fun. I don't even know how long I've been on. How long have I been on? Am I rambling yet? Are y'all getting annoyed with me? Let's see here. I think I'm missing some stuff. Akula, Akula says that, and I hope I'm saying that right, my channel will take off, eventually, give it time. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, great as well. It's not really my top priority, but I would be so thrilled if it did become something that I could do permanently. So for now, the trip is going to be broken up into pieces just because I'm doing this all on my own. So I didn't make any money from sailing doodles. So when I got back, I kind of had to pick up the pieces and start saving some money. And so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go back, I'm going to save some more money, and I'm going to keep doing it. You do what you have to do. Let's see here. I'm missing so much. 209. So it seems you're not too annoying. Okay, good. Yeah, Grandpa, 1,200 subs, and I haven't even started yet. That is something that has blown my mind, and I have you and many others to thank partially for that because, on your live feeds, you get such a good turnout, and you support me, and I thank you a great deal for that. Dennis, how can we, as fans, help support your adventure and YouTube channel? Moral support is a huge thing because, doing this by myself, sometimes you lose a little bit of motivation. But as far as, sharing on social media as you do on All Things Sailing, if you guys haven't seen All Things Sailing on Facebook and Instagram, go check it out. Dennis has put that together, and it is the #1 sailing site on Facebook. It's awesome. But yeah, so that, and then right now I'm gonna have a Patreon. To Grandpa's question, I will have a Patreon, but I haven't created it yet because I haven't finished my videos, so I didn't really see the point. As of right now, I have a PayPal, and that's about it. And Venmo, but PayPal. Dennis, do not thank me. You have created All Things Sailing is such an awesome group. It's brought so many people together that are like-minded and are interested in the same things, and I think that's awesome. Everybody loves it. You keep it interesting, and you make sure that it is all relevant to why you started it to begin with. So that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I don't think you're really getting much back from it other than just bringing people together. So that speaks for itself. Bird, you just got here 2 minutes ago. Thank you for joining. Am I going somewhere by air, land, or sea? Everywhere. All of the things, actually. So right now, I actually just drove. I started a little road trip. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. I drove 20 hours yesterday. It was great. And I'm going to be spending some time here doing some filming and enjoying this beautiful place. Then I'm actually going to hop back on a boat. On Friday, I'll be sailing around with Captain Jay Keeney. He is a charter captain here in Charleston, the best actually. And then afterwards, we're going to be going on a helicopter tour. So excited. So yeah, I will have been driving on the water and in the air. All in one day. Yeah, so, and Chris, all things sailing, that wasn't even really a plug. That's just the honest truth. It's a great group. If you like sailing and you want to know more about it or meet people within the sailing world, go there. That's the way to go. I love the way you stay high, never go low. As Bob would say, it's called good editing. But with you guys here, it's so easy to be happy, so I thank you. Yeah, if I'm staying here for a while, I will message Ruby Rose. They should be here soon. Yeah, I'm going to send them a message here after I get done with you guys, because I have been wanting to meet them for a really long time. Wait, is it 12:20 a.m. where Declan is? That's not too bad. I've done worse. Is All Things Sailing a website? Dennis Brown here has created, it started out as a Facebook group, and now is the largest and fastest growing Facebook group for sailing. If you don't, Dennis, have you thought about doing a website? If not, you should get on that because I think that it would be beneficial for everyone. Yeah, guys, I've been talking so much, I haven't even finished one glass of wine. I mean, coffee. Oh, Declan, I didn't even know you were in Ireland. No offense, sorry. Cheshire, hello. Good evening to you. Andrew says, losing both Amanda and you, Bob has some really big shoes to fill. Don't think he will find a new crew as awesome as you two. He's never going to have another Megan, and he's never going to have another Amanda, but I know, without a doubt, he will find other people that can, be a part of his team, and that will be cohesive to what he wants to do with his channel, so. Rhonda the Banner in the house. What? Erwin, hi Megan, you are a beautiful person and very cool spirit. I like you very much. Enjoy your trip in the future. Peace to you and everyone to touch. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. It makes me want to cry. Don't do that. And peace back to you. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Dennis, you don't need to thank me, man, but you are welcome. Just on your way home from rehearsal. What kind of rehearsal? Is it a wedding rehearsal? Do tell. Thank you very much. Carlos agrees, devastating loss when you both left. I think the only real devastating thing was the fact that we had developed something over a long period of time, and it is devastating when you have to rebuild, just like the Caribbean's having to right now. And again, you guys, please go, over sending me anything on PayPal. Instead, go to redcross.org, donate, do the drop-down menu. You can donate however much money you want. Even $1 helps. Imagine Megan on Ruby Rose, Palm and a Aussie and a Yank all in one boat. Scary. Now I really want to do that. Traveling, you asked, what did I say the Spotify channel is that I'm listening to? It's called Deep Focus. You can't miss it. I can look and see if there's any other information I can give you. But if you go on the search string on Spotify, just type in focus, and you'll see Deep Focus in a playlist. Chris, you said you unsubscribed when we left, but then I resubscribed. Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad that, no matter who's with the Sailing Doodles team, there will be good content always. Brett, I have heard a little bit from Alberto and Puri, and it makes my heart hurt knowing that they're dealing with what they are right now. They're okay, everyone's fine, but, just like all of the island right now, they don't have water, they don't have gasoline, some places don't have power and won't for a while. Those of you that have been to Puerto Rico, you know that they have power outages often, and sometimes it takes weeks, even months, to get it repaired. So right now they're dealing with a lot of adversity, and anybody that can help, please do. Everybody message Ruby Rose and plant the seed. Yes, please do. How goes the yoga? Actually, freaking Bob forgot to bring me my yoga mat, and so I haven't had my yoga mat in probably 3 months, and so I've fallen behind, guys. I'll get it back, though. It'll be okay. Any news on Alberto's boat? Mojito, Alberto's boat, is good. It's in good condition, and thankfully. And our other friends there, everybody's safe, and boats are good. Not everybody's boats are in good condition, especially the rough seas. That boat will forever be my favorite boat, just because it was my first. First I was on, but so sad. Declan says, Ruby Rose are good people. They would love to have Megan and others on a live feed. They said so before. I love that couple. Yeah, they just seem like that couple that you can sit down with and feel like, you've known them for a long time. Dennis! That'll make me blush. Alright, y'all. I don't know how long we've been doing this, but I think we're slowing down. Unless you guys have more questions, speak up. Let me know. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions about Sailing Doodles, maybe what I'm doing. I have questions for y'all. If you guys know of anywhere in Charleston that I absolutely have to go, let me know. I have pen and paper right here, and I'm ready to write some stuff down. This is my first time here, and I do have an itinerary, and I have researched places that I really want to see, but one of my goals on this road trip is to kind of discover the off-the-beaten-path type of stuff, the mom-and-pop shops, the things that are not so advertised. So let me know. Don't leave. Wait. I guess Marie asked something. Punky, has anyone heard from Punky? I don't even know Punky, so. Last nice guy, sounds like you need a chaperone for your sail and flight. I actually do have a chaperone, so he beat you to it. Set up a Patreon account tonight. I will. I know I've been so bad at it, but it's, for me, yes, I need funds to continue doing this, but I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys good content before I even think that I deserve any money from you. So that's just why I've kind of delayed doing it, but I will. I absolutely will. The Route 66 type of things, yes, absolutely. Straw market. What's a straw market? I'll write it down. Night, Brian. Thank you so much for joining me. It was good to see you. I'm missing some stuff. Carlos, I'm not going yet. I'm not going yet. Okay, so yeah, Asheville. I've been to Asheville before, and back some years ago, I fell in love with that place. I fell in love with those mountains. I fell in love with everything about it, and I am going back after Charleston, and I'm so excited. And the Black Mountain area, yeah. So, in all of the mountain areas, there are so many different trails to go on and different viewpoints. So, if you guys have any specifically in the Blue Ridge area or the Asheville area, let me know. Yeah, Jeff, that's exactly right. As long as I produce video content that I enjoy, it will do well. I think that goes for any job. If you enjoy what you're doing, it'll show in your work. You are so right. Shems is awesome. Shems, I'll look it up. Yeah, North Carolina. Oh, yeah, right. So it's kind of last minute going to Asheville. I originally planned on doing Charleston and then immediately heading back across west to get to Kansas. But I would be a fool if I didn't do one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this trip in the first place, and that is to see the changing of the leaves. So I will be there. So let's meet up. I hope will you guys be in the area for over the next couple of weeks? Send me a message and let me know. I'll be heartbroken if I don't get to meet you guys. Brett, you are not at my hotel door, and you have not been knocking for 5 minutes. But if that was the case, like if I looked out my peephole right now and someone was staring, don't do that to me. I have to sleep here tonight. Oh, Chris, I appreciate that. I've missed doing this. I really appreciate you saying that. Just come to Australia. You'll love it, except the things that bite. Yeah, so I may have grown up in the country, and I'll always be a country girl. I don't do bugs. I won't act like I do. I don't like them. Australia has always intimidated me for that reason. You can bring the heat all day. The bugs, spiders, nope. Snakes, Grandpa, I don't hear the knocks. I think the knocking is on time lag. God, that'd be hilarious if somebody was knocking on the wrong room. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Hey, seriously though, thank y'all for coming and joining me. I know that it's been a while, and it's been so nice to replant with all of y'all. Brett, knock harder. Hey, and by the way, if you guys haven't gone to see, Brett and I had a little game that we played there for a while. So when I was posting on Instagram every day, I would post fun pictures and, tropical themed places. And Brett would try to mirror what I did. So if you haven't done it yet, go on to Brett Field's Facebook page and check out his modeling work. Cheers, Mike. A lot of men can be like a bug. Ain't that the truth? Nagging. Yeah, High Seas, you're right. So I do, after Charleston, I will have enough content for probably about 4 videos. Right now, I have my introductory video, which is basically, it's basically going to be kind of a sailing doodles through my eyes, what I'll always remember from sailing doodles. So it is the nearest and dearest to my heart, and that will be out first. So. Yeah, y'all. Hey, Brett, if you can't dish it, or if you can't take it, don't dish it. Lots of waterfalls around Asheville. Yeah, so I want to see it all, you guys. I want to see everything. Uh, Grandpa, I appreciate that. I love you guys too. I've been really nervous I have been really nervous to put up these videos because it is a direct representation of myself. So it's a little nerve-wracking, and I'm kind of tiptoeing into it. But I'm done dipping my toe into the water. I'm ready to get it out there. So I promise you will see it soon. Brett is on Model Mania. I think you were talking about Model Mayhem. I'm gonna make an account for him, actually. Take the Fusion on the tail of the drag, an 11-mile stretch with over 300 curves, famous drive in Tennessee near the North Carolina border. That sounds a little dangerous. I know my mom probably read that and said, no, don't do that. But I'm gonna write it down. Tail of the Dragon. Will I sail again with Bob? No, I won't. I won't be. I will not be sailing again with Bob, but sailing will forever be in my life if I have a choice. So, you'll see me out there. I mean, I'll be back out there Friday just for a few hours to get my fix. And then there on after, you know, you never know what'll happen. I thought about going to get my S2CW and going to work on a boat somewhere. But I would like to be more hands-on. I mean, that was the cool thing with Bob and I. When we were on the rough seas, I got to help him with everything, you know. We really sailed, and it was awesome. And so I don't think I could ever go to a yacht of any sort that only wanted me to, like, wash laundry and serve food. So, we'll see. Create content and they will come. Nice quote. Her reference. We want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Binkley for having me. I want to thank them as well. I am so glad that they had me. Yeah, my parents are wonderful, y'all. They've been together for 30 some odd years, and they have taught me how to love everyone. Best on two wheels. Yeah, I used to ride motorcycles, not no mo. Can I cook? Yes, I can cook, and I love to cook. I always hated it when I was on, when we would do live feeds with Bob, because people would ask who was the better cook, and I was really, it was a huge misrepresentation of my cooking style, because all I had to use was Spam and noodles and butter. And I'm sorry, but you just can't do a lot with that. Traveling, I am so done with Spam. Spam and I broke up, and it wasn't cordial, and he's not knocking on my door. No more Spam for me. Yeah, see, there you go. There's my mama. I am a good cook, but mainly because my mom taught me a whole bunch. Oh, Dennis, you are not playing with the Spam sandwich thing. The Spam sandwiches are really good. Terrible for you, but delicious. No, I don't miss Spam. I felt so nasty. I always make the joke. It made me feel like a busted can of biscuits. Ah, no trolls! Yeah, I bet we have some ghosts in here, though, actually. That was a term that my mom and dad taught me. I didn't even know that. They were like, there are probably going to be some ghosts. I was like, what ghosts? And I bet there are. I bet there are. But that's cool. I want everybody to be here. Brian. The trolls never bothered me. Bob always used to get upset because I sometimes would get my feelings hurt by things that people would say in the comments on videos. But, I mean, if you look at the way that I respond to them, my dad always taught me to kill with kindness, and I've practiced a lot over the years, so they don't bother me. Food Network announced today that Megan Binkley opens a new restaurant in Dallas called Big Spam Hut. Only in my wildest dreams. No, actually, Bob and I always used to joke about that. He used to joke about that, having a place in Dallas that only made Spam burgers in different varieties. Oh, so gross. No, I actually, ever since I was younger, no, not like yesterday younger, but when I was a teenager, I always wanted to have a cupcake shop. So that's my dream. Not Spam, cupcakes. It'll be featured in diners, drive-ins, and dives. No, let's just get off of this right now. I'm not having a Spam restaurant. I will not stand behind it. I won't. Like pizza pie, yeah. Have a cupcake boat. Oh my gosh! You're a genius, Wayward. I could have a cupcake shop. It'd be kind of difficult because, well, unless I was in the United States or somewhere more heavily populated in the Caribbean, you just can't find the materials you need to make things. So, hey, y'all, Bob's here. Hi, Bob. How's Thailand? No more Spam. Free Spam! No, keep that shit locked up. Oops, sorry. Didn't notice any vulgar chat. Shows the respect viewers have for you. Hi, C's. I appreciate that. You have to teach people how to treat you at the end of the day. Aloha! Everybody say hi to Barbara. Bobbert. Bob, Ramp. Do you miss me annoying you so much? How's it going? Alright, so we have 126 on now. Come visit Palm Beach. I want to. I really, really, really want to. I want to go everywhere, y'all. I'm not just a sailing person or a road trip person. I have more worldly views. When given the opportunity, I want to see anything and everything I possibly can. 7 a.m. in Thailand. Ugh. So when I was in Thailand, I actually freaking can't wait to go back. So beautiful. So beautiful. Even Bangkok, it's really dirty, but it's great. When I was in Thailand, I had a chocolate-covered grasshopper, and to much surprise, it was actually delicious. But no, I'm not going to do it again. Alec, thank you so much for joining. I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous to do a live chat because I haven't put out content yet, but this has been really helpful to motivate me in getting things done. Brett, where did I go in Thailand? I went a little bit of everywhere. We spent about 3 weeks to a month there. We started out in Bangkok. We went down, we went down to the islands. So we went to Koh Phi Phi, Koh Samui, all of those down there. I'm blanking on some of the names. But we traveled all around down there, mostly by longtail boat, which was so cool. The water is so crazy there. It's this, oops, I just broke the pen. It's this really dark, deep blue color, but it's crystal clear. It's so dark because the water is so deep, and the sand's a little darker, but it's so clean. And the coral there, now given I was not snorkeling then. I wasn't. I actually got in. I was with an ex of mine, and I got in the water, and it was my first time ever trying to snorkel. And I looked down, and there's some grouper fish, and I was like, nope. Those things are twice as big as me. Not today. I missed you guys too. Thank you. Did someone trick me into eating a grasshopper? No. Surprisingly enough, I did it willingly. Bob's gone vegan? Good choice. Wait, what? That can't be true. Yeah, let's start playing a game, Brett. Question. What beach did I enjoy the most on my Sailing Doodles travels? It's really, really tough. Hold on. It's tough. It's probably gonna have to be Little Harbor. Little Harbor Key in the Bahamas. That place will forever be my favorite place in the Bahamas, just because I mean, it'll be different when anybody goes there. It was due to my experiences and due to what I felt when I was there. It was the happiness that I was during that trip, and I just remember Bob went to go get beer, and it was a little bit of a chore for him because we couldn't get into that freaking that beach bar. It was an open air bar, but they wouldn't let the dogs in, so we went on strike, and the dogs and I ran up and down on the beach and had so much fun. And then Bob came back, and we stopped having fun. But no, yeah, it's Little Harbor and Great Harbor both. Oh, Bob, what is that? What's the other one next to Little Harbor and Great Harbor where you taught me how to snorkel? I don't remember that one, but that's also a great one. There are so many places. I also really enjoyed in St. Thomas the USVI's Megan's Bay. It was really cool. It attracts a lot of cruise ship passengers, so it can get a little stuffy, but it's great. They have a couple of bars, and they have a really cool what's a botanical garden that's there. It's beautiful. I walked, when I was on the boat with, yeah, Bob wrote it out. Great Harbor, Berry Islands, Little Harbor was down the way, but yeah. But the botanical garden, I would try and run as much as possible, because when you're on the boat, yeah, you're working out, but your cardio can go to crap pretty quickly. But I went and I explored that botanical garden, and it goes back for miles, and it's beautiful and creepy. And the trees are just so tall, and there's so many beautiful flowers. There's not a whole lot of cool stuff in St. Thomas, but that was really cool. And it's called Megan's Bay, so. I can see a boat anchored in the island. Cupcakes and spam cupcakes. Ew, God. That sounds awful, but I want to do it. I feel like you just gave me a challenge, and I'm going to accept it. I've made, one of my favorite cupcakes I ever made was a breakfast cupcake. It was a pancake cupcake with a cinnamon cream cheese frosting with a maple glaze over it and a couple of pieces of bacon. Oh, Lord. I mean, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It was good. Have I ever traveled to Toronto? No, I haven't, and it is on my list. I have not been able to see much of any at all of Canada. I have seen a bit, but not long enough to really say that I've seen much of it. Please post this whole live stream as your content. I I have to go and I hate it. Love you. Love you too. Thank you for joining. I really, really appreciate it. I will be posting this live feed. I didn't want to because I don't have any content up right now, and I don't want people to think that this is all I'm going to produce, but I will leave it up. So do go back and make fun of me more. It's great. Mom, do not encourage the spam cupcakes. You're supposed to be on my team. Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was actually talking to my mother today about possibly going up after I do Asheville and the mountains, going across and maybe seeing part of the other parts of the Midwest and maybe the Great Lakes. But I think that's probably going to have to be a separate trip because there's so much to see and so much to do. It deserves its own time. Sluggo! Oh my gosh! What's up, man? You're late. Cheers to you. How are you holding things down in Plano? I don't really miss Dallas yet. So, ew, spam ice cream. Declan, don't be gross. Ooh! Dennis, okay, Kels, listen here, girl. You just grab your dad's credit card, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, and I can't wait. Sluggo, what do you call a horse in Plano? Oh, God. Should I do a drum roll to see what the answer to this is? Brett, tell us. I'm waiting patiently. Yeah, Sluggo, dude, I always need jams. You know me, Plano horse. You are no longer my moderator. I can't trust you after that joke. Xavier, I am really loving Charleston, but I've only been in Charleston for a couple hours now. But I walked around, you know, some of my favorite places in the United States are the ones in the Southeast that have that old Southern charm. Oh, I love it so much. The houses around here are just beautiful. I mean, I could only dream of living in one of them one day. Bob might sell me the FC is cheap. It's sort of damaged. Get a discount. I wouldn't take the Ref C's right now if Bob paid me to take it. It breaks my heart to see the shape that it's in, but, you know, it's something that you have to acknowledge when you go out onto the water. You know that there is a certain risk involved, and you have to accept it. Hurricanes happen. So, yeah. No, Bob, not helping you out. You do not want to maintain a house located in the South. Avoid like the plague. Why? They're so beautiful. Like in Key West, I just loved walking up and down the streets all the time, looking at all the different architecture. I mean, there's something about it. There's part of the charm has to do with the fact that it's not like cookie cutter America. Every house looks the same. Every house here looks different. Every house has their own unique charm, kind of like a fingerprint. None of them are the same, and it's really cool. I've actually visited Savannah before. I don't remember it, but I visited Savannah, and I know that it's not too far off from here. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going back. I'm going to be going back northwest, so I won't be able to this time, but I plan to eventually. Oh, cool. So Bob is touring boats today in Thailand and touring Catamaran Factory. That's awesome. Are you really going with a catamaran still? Come on. Monohull's the way. Um, yeah, last nice guy. I actually thought about that after I said it. I bet you're right. Unfortunately, I bet the botanical garden in St. Thomas at Megan's Bay is probably gone. Just like the sad part, Bob and I, when we went back to Bimini this last time, as we were going up, taking the catamaran, the lagoon, back up to Florida, we stopped back in Bimini. It's one of our favorite places. And we went back to the beach there, one of the beaches there, the popular one, and it was completely washed out. I mean, there had to have been 20, 30 yards of beach. I mean, that might be an exaggeration. There was a lot of beach, and now there's like 20% of what there was, and I don't want to imagine what it's like now. I just hope that it gets back to normal. Alright, y'all, I think I have a couple more minutes left, and then I am so tired. I am ready to get some rest so that I can wake up early and go explore this beautiful place. Yeah, Xavier, so that's another thing. How many of you are in the area? I know there are only 92 of you watching now. Brett, I'm gonna punch you. There are only 92, 91 of you watching now, but if there's anybody in the Charleston area that would like to meet, holler at me, send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, email. My email is the same as my PayPal account. It's megbink@gmail.com. And it's the same username for most of my social media, so you can find me pretty much everywhere just by looking up Meg Bink. So megbink@gmail.com is my email address and also my PayPal. Night, Brian. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I am enjoying myself. 243 watching. What? I'm confused. Okay, y'all. Is there anything else? Any more questions? I think you still have both Bob and I here, so you're gonna get some interesting answers. Thank you, Barbara. He said, good to see me. And good job on the live stream. Have a good trip and see everyone later. Thank you for coming to join. Appreciate you. Have fun in Thailand. I'm still pretty jealous that you're there. It's the best place in the world. Watch out for the red light district. It'll get you. David, thank you for coming and joining me. With Sailing Doodles, we used to have live streams that we'd have hundreds and hundreds of people join, but this one has by far been my favorite because the most important people have joined. Good night, Farflung. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Bob and Deb, good to see y'all. I hope things are going well. I hope you guys are starting to film on your boat. Send me some messages. I'd love to keep up with y'all. Good night, Marie. Good night, Mom and Dad. Is my dad still on here? Dad, did you bowl a 300? Please tell me you did. If not, lie about it. Just kidding. Good seeing y'all. Thank you so much, Michelle. Bye, Dennis. Yeah, I think my mom is speaking for my dad right now. Maybe, I'm not sure. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate the encouragement. It's really hard doing stuff like this on your own, but you guys make it a lot easier and a lot more worth it. I do need some sleep. I really do. I'm running on, within 48 hours, I'm running on less than 10 hours of sleep. Night, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Derek, thank you. I appreciate that. You'll see more of me whether you like it or not. I'm gonna do so. I'm here in Charleston. Like I said, I have a bunch of stuff planned, and I'm gonna be all over the place, really taking in this town, the city. But I'm planning on doing another live feed that I will schedule shortly after I leave here. So I'm hoping to find a spot when I get to Asheville so I can show you guys the beautiful mountains. No, Joe, I can't see you, unfortunately. Alright, y'all. I am done. I'm signing out. I don't know really how to keep this posted, but I'll try and figure out how I can keep this posted on my YouTube. Alright. Cheers to y'all. Have a good night and a good rest of your week.